Welcome to the third and final day of the Almond Conference and to the South Korea and Japan session on Almonds for a Beautiful. Many of you may know that South Korea and Japan are really important markets for California almonds. South Korea is one of the most trend-leading countries in the globe. It's obviously influential across Asia in terms of movies, fashion, food, and beauty. It's a country of 52 million people, and almond shipments are around 56 million, which means it's the only country in Asia to have over 1 pound per capita consumption. And then Japan is important. It's third in terms of global new product development with almonds. It's known for its perfection. For those of you who export to that market, you are well familiar with that. And Japan shipments are steadily increasing. So today with me, I'm Emily Fleischman, the Vice President of Global Market Development at the Almond Board of California. And today we have Muriel Kim, who is our consultant for the Global Market Development team, who leads South Korea and Japan in terms of our marketing program. She joined the Almond Board in 2017, and prior to that worked on our account at Almond. She's responsible for driving the growth of almond consumption in the country through developing market strategy, leading our advertising, communication, and trade stewardship programs. So what Muriel is going to show you today in a pre-recorded session is all about how the South Korea and Japanese consumers are obsessed with beauty products, and how we are trying to strengthen the association of almonds with beauty to increase consumption in both of those countries. This is going to illustrate our regional and global influence that South Korea and Japan also have on beauty products and trends. So I'm going to turn it over to Muriel's presentation in just a second, but I wanted to let you know afterwards, both Muriel and Julie Adams, as well as myself, will be available for any questions you have. Julie is Vice President for Global Technical and Regulatory Affairs at the Almond Board. And if you do have questions, you'll see a little box in your screen that says speaker questions. Just pop those in, those will come to us, and we'll review those while the session is going and then answer them with as much time as remaining. And any questions that we don't happen to get to during the session, we'll respond to you privately via the chat feature in the conference system with answers. And then in addition, there are office hours that we're hosting today for South Korea and Japan from 12 o'clock to 12:30. And that if you go to the Almond conference booth, you'll find a link to our office hours. And that's it. Enjoy the presentation.
Thank you, Darren, for the introduction. So South Korea is the 11th largest export market for California almonds. The shipment broke the highest record in 2019, and the shipment amount remained stable in 2020. One amazing fact about South Korea is that it is the only country in Asia with a per capita almond consumption rate of over 1 pound. Also, 99% of the almonds imported to South Korea have been from California. Over the past 5 years, South Korea's almond shipments have continued to increase. An all-time highest shipment was in 2019 with 57 million pounds for a country with 52 million population. And the 2019 shipment rate continued the positive increase trend that has been developing over several years. Society and consumers have undergone a paradigm shift in terms of the concept of beauty. Consumers now pursue beauty through health management and finding balance within their bodies, unlike previously in the past when consumers put more of an emphasis on their outward physical appearances. South Korean female consumers nowadays are expressing an increased demand for natural and healthy foods to maintain their beauty inside and out. As the consumer starting point for beauty shifts more towards health, an increasing number of people are seeking out healthy food options. We have noted that our target audience, South Korean women in their 20s and 30s, are very interested in health and beauty. So we positioned almond as a healthy and beauty snack. We differentiated almonds from other nuts by focusing on the beauty benefits of the key nutrients. Vitamin E, dietary fiber, and plant-based protein are the three key nutrients that are rich in almonds, which possess beauty benefits that promotes skin health, hair health, and weight management. Over the past 3 consecutive years, from 2018 to 2020, the South Korean team has conducted a series of Almonds Beauty Secret campaign to engage and share with consumers the beauty benefits of almonds and to encourage them to perceive almonds as the perfect beauty snack for enhancing inner and outer beauty to live life beautifully. The year 2020 saw the notable introduction of Almond Day. The South Korean team designated January 23rd as Almond Day and held an offline consumer event. Various activities, including consumer games and daily classes with ABC beauty mentors and influencers, were planned and carried out on site for visitors to enjoy. The offline event effectively delivered the beauty benefits of almonds as well as their daily recommended consumption portion. Along with the offline events, digital content introducing the January 23 Almond Day beauty campaign were delivered in real time across various social media channels. During the January 23rd Almond Day beauty campaign, approximately 2,500 people visited the offline event booth, and over 71 media article coverage were posted, resulting in over 10 million impressions. In year 2020, a close partnership with traders was set to be expanded through the participation in the Seoul Food Show and by hosting of the Almond Traders Seminar. However, unfortunately, both offline events were canceled due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. In 2021, active trade events and programs are set to resume in order to strengthen ABC's presence in the market and its relationship with existing trade partners, as well as to expand the network with new players. The South Korean team has been steadily communicating with our target audiences through a series of beauty secret campaign conducted over the past 3 years. In 2021, we are launching the second phase, a new upgraded version of our existing beauty campaign. The new beauty campaign will emphasize the importance of the recommended consumption portion of 23 almonds a day. Make your day beauty full with 23 almonds is the new campaign theme for South Korea. For more details, please visit California Almond's South Korean social media accounts. Japan is number 6 largest export market for California almonds. The shipment growth rate in 2020 showed a 5% increase compared to the previous year. The market share for California almonds has remained steady at 97 to 99% over the past 5 years, which shows that Japan has a high preference towards California almonds. The new tariff for California almonds has been eliminated to 0%. Looking at the shipment rate over the last 5 years, you can see that it has been increasing every year. Japan certainly has been breaking its all-time highest shipment record year after year. In 2020, the Japan shipment was 85 million pounds. That's a 5% increase compared to the previous year. According to the annual consumer research conducted by the Almond Board of California, the consumer recognition of the almond's beauty and healthy benefit increased dramatically in Japan from 2019 to 2020. Moreover, almonds have the highest recognition in Snack and Chocolate Association. 3 years ago, in 2018, the Almond Board of California re-entered the Japan market with the message "Ine Almonds," focusing on the rich content of almond vitamin E. However, after 1 year, in 2019, we changed our message to "A Beautiful Life with Almonds" to focus more on the beauty benefits. And based on what we saw from the consumer research results in 2019, almonds are perceived as nutritious, great tasting, good for the skin and beauty, which making them an obvious choice as a beauty snack. So we believe it is a good fit to promote almonds as the ideal beauty snack, and we will continue to highlight these beauty benefits in 2021. In 2020, the Japan team executed several consumer activities and focused on delivering the beauty benefits of almonds. Top-tier Japanese media were invited to California for a media orchard tour in August 2019, resulting in 22 pieces of media coverage. And we earned 28 million impressions from media outreach throughout the year, and 2 Instagram social media promotions in January and June. And we had professional influencer activities throughout the year, which resulted in 4 million impressions. Year 2020 has undergone a reconstruction for the trade event programs in Japan. Japan team initially planned offline activities such as FoodX, trade show, and trade seminars to build relationships with the industry. However, unfortunately, all the offline events were canceled due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. During this challenging period, we continued to build relationship with quarterly distribution of e-newsletters and communicating with the stakeholders over the phone and by emails on a regular basis. In 2021, active trade events and programs are set to resume in order to strengthen ABC's presence in the market and its relationship with existing trade partners, as well as to expand the network with new players. 2021 for Japan is going to be an exciting year. Japan's program budget increased $900,000, which will allow us to expand our consumer touchpoints by over 500%. With this budget increase, we will be able to add 4 new consumer programs shown in the red circle on the right, which are TV program placement, consumer PR campaign, spokesperson, and photography tactics. So here are more details for the new programs for 2021. For the PR campaign, we plan to collaborate with restaurants and cafes in Tokyo and offer an almond menu for a limited time to increase the opportunities for consumers to taste almonds and learn to consume them on a daily basis. For the spokesperson tactic, we plan to assign a model and a dermatologist as our ambassador to deliver the beauty benefit of almonds in Japan. For the TV program outreach tactic, we plan to deliver beauty and health benefits of almonds to a wider audience by reaching out to TV programs. For photography tactic, we will conduct photo shoots to create Japan original creative assets, which will be more appealing to our communication target in Japan. In 2021, the Almond Board of California will continue to deliver the beauty benefits of almonds to our consumer audience with the same key message, a beautiful life with almonds. We introduce a variety of information on California almonds on our website, Instagram, and Twitter on a daily basis. So for more information, visit California Almonds Japan social media accounts and please follow us. Thank you.
Hi, Muriel and Julie.
Hi.
Hi, Muriel and Julie.
Hi.
Family.
Looks like we got a couple of questions that came in during that presentation. Nice job, Muriel. So Julie, I think this one is best for you. Somebody's looking for an update on the aflatoxin situation in Japan.
Thanks, Emily. This has been an ongoing challenge dealing with the situation in Japan. As many people know, Japan does 100% inspection of consignments that arrive in the market. And what we've seen is a very low percentage of consignments that are actually positive, but it's pretty challenging. So what we have been doing is meeting with USDA Foreign Agricultural Service in Tokyo, and through them working with MHLW, the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare in Tokyo, to see if we can actually find a way to reduce the 100% inspection. We had a seminar with MHLW last month, and at this point, we're waiting for them to come back with their key questions. So that is something that we'll continue to push on to try and see if we can come to agreement on following global protocols for sampling, but also importantly, finding a way to get almonds off 100% inspection.
Thank you, Julie. So we had another question come in, and I think between Muriel and I, we probably have maybe slightly varying opinions on this. But Muriel, someone is interested in understanding, the pandemic. Obviously, it's affecting consumer and their perceptions and desires of what they're looking for in food. Here in the U.S., we're seeing consumers say that they're looking for more food that's related to immunity, but sometimes actual behavior doesn't match up with that. So definitely we're seeing a lot more of the comfort foods see increases in volume, and maybe not as much as we hoped always on the healthier foods right now. But how are you seeing things in South Korea and Japan? And I know we don't have scan data, so this will be a lot of your own kind of personal observations and perspectives.
Right. I believe it's the same for South Korea and Japan. So people are definitely interested and looking for healthier foods. And right now, South Korea is having a lockdown again. It's the third time. And after 9 p.m., we can't really get around, and all the restaurants are closed and supermarkets are closed. And people are definitely looking for healthy foods that could be stored for a longer period of time. And we are hearing people are looking for healthy nuts and healthy snacks. So it's definitely I wouldn't say pandemic is changing the dietary habits completely, but it's definitely making people to seek for healthier options, and we are definitely one of the healthy options.
Yes. We're also talking about two of probably the healthiest eating countries across the globe too, to begin with.
Probably.
So we had another question come in. Let's see, where did it go here? So South Korea and Japan both have declining populations, or at least populations that certainly are projected to decline in the next few years. How do we anticipate that affecting consumption?
So Japan's population is actually decreasing, but in on about like 0.3% every year. But South Korean population is not decreasing yet. We are projecting that it will decrease in the next decade. Um, well, the population is decreasing, but people are actually eating more, I would say. And in terms of almonds, regardless of the population decrease, the shipment of almonds have been increasing. So for Japan, every year, the increase of the almond import has been about 5%, and South Korea, even though the population has been pretty much flat for the past decade, the new innovation is causing the increase of almond shipment to South Korea. The South Korean shipment of almonds have increased about 12% last year, and it was the record highest in all-time history. And this year, the curve stayed flat. So we are definitely seeing the positive increase of almond consumption and shipment to South Korea and both Japan.
I definitely have seen a lot of that innovation myself when I've been in market with you, Muriel. Both the expansion of the milks, beauty products, and then just the influence, especially South Korea has in terms of the flavored nuts that I've seen in other markets like China. So definitely I've seen, in person what you're talking about in terms of innovation driving some of the increases in consumption. So I think it's just proving even more so how we need to continue to find new uses and places for almonds throughout the retail sector.
And speaking of the new innovation, actually from 2015 until 2017, the Almonds application new product development was about 130 new products every year. But in 2018, we had a great jump. So from 130 to about 400. So in just 1 year, about 2 years ago and last year, we had twice or three times more new products development in South Korea. So it definitely explains how people are looking for healthier options and more food options using almonds.
Yeah. So we had a question come through about skincare products. So somebody was curious about almond oil being used in products in Japan and specifically. And so if you want to offer, I know I've seen some of the products myself when I've been there, but you are much closer to it than I.
Yes, so in Japan and in Korea, like I see a lot of beauty products with almonds, and on the product it says sweet almond oil or almond image is actually in the center of the beauty product. But I can't really answer how many new beauty products with almonds are developed every year because I have not done that research yet. Um, but I see it in the market everywhere. I see facial masks, skincare, even shampoo, conditioner, and even food care products come in with almond image.
Yes, you were kind enough to bring us some of the face masks, I think.
Yes.
So one other question somebody asked is 23 almonds enough? Well, honestly, I'd be happy if consumers were eating more, but we do a lot of the research that we do is based on a 1 ounce serving, sometimes an ounce and a half, but so we really encourage the 23 almonds. We think that is a reasonable amount for consumers to consume. It's also an easy amount to remember, kind of fits in your hand. So I'd be happy if consumers would eat more than 23, but we definitely encourage 23. We think that's the right consumption.
Yes, and also based on our consumer research, most of our audience thinks that having 6 to 7 kernels a day is enough, or think having 6 to 7 almond kernels is the recommended amount. So we wanted to make sure that the portion size increases so that the almond shipment or almond consumption increase altogether. So that's why we are promoting 1 handful of almonds a day, and 23 almonds would fit very easily in 1 handful. So that's why we are promoting 1, 2, 3, 1 day, 23 almonds to make sure that our audience understand that that is a recommended amount, and that way we can increase the almond consumption.
Perfect. So the next question we had is somebody who's curious about the types of consumers from a generation standpoint that we have in Japan and South Korea, and how the consumption splits between, say, millennials and Gen Xers, baby boomers, and with the different generations across the markets. We have an AAU, so an Attitudes, Awareness, and Usage study that's going to be coming out this year. We don't have the results yet. That should give us a glimpse into that. But Muriel, from your experience.
Yes, actually, the younger generation is definitely for I am eating the food that I want to chew off. So a lot of younger generations are connected to social media, especially Instagram. So Instagram is huge in South Korea and Japan, and people want to share the experience of the food that they are eating. So the millennials are more into healthier food options, and millennials are our target audience, women in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. But then the Zen period, the younger generation, is definitely going to be soon to be our new target. And what they do is they like to share the experience and to show off the pretty, beauty, and healthy foods that they are eating. So one of the tactics that we have in South Korea and Japan is called photography. So what we do is we make beautiful photographies of almonds, snack, and food to make sure that people can use those photos in their social media to show off that they're eating almonds. And eating almonds and having almond experience is something that they are proud of and something that they want to share with their friends and their followers on the social media.
Yes, and you guys do take amazing photography out of those two markets. We borrow it in other countries when it's possible. Very good. Well, I think that is all of the Q&A we have. Looking through it again. So I'll thank Muriel and Julie for both being part of this session. And again, if you do want to join our Q&A later today, what time is it at, Muriel?
It's going to be, it's going to be 5:30 my time. Julie, do you know what time it is in California time?
It's, I believe it's at noon.
Noon. 1 second, please. Let me check.
It'll be 12:30 following the comments by Richard Waycott.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, 5:30 my time.
Yes, there we go. And thank you, Muriel, for joining us at such a very early hour, your time, overseas.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much, guys. I'm gonna log off. Thank you, everybody who attended.
Thanks.
You at the booth.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.